just once that all I need, entwined in finding you one day. Ever felt away without me?
That's a really big change harmonically, and we'll talk about that now.
Have a dream of me.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And the reason why I was able to play that relatively easily is because this is just the same chord progression going over and over again. Something that sometimes we criticize pop songs for doing. But here's the clincher. It's how this chord progression is used. But that's actually something which makes this song really beautiful and really relatable. If you haven't seen my initial reaction to this, go and check that out, because if this is the first Nightwish or even Everdream video you've seen from me, clearly this is not a first viewing, very obviously. It's a very simple chord progression. Essentially we've got G minor, E flat, G minor, F, that's the first time it's stated, then a G minor, E flat, C minor, F. Here's the thing though. We're in minor tonality, we get this sad feeling, but take a listen to what we have. The first time that the vocalist, in this case Floor, in the original Taria, take a listen to what we have when I pointed out that beautiful change, and we'll talk about it.
Ever felt away without me?
That.
My love, it lies so deep. Have a dream of me.
Did you hear that beautiful, major, hopeful lift? Thomas could have used that in the introduction, but he didn't. He instead had a more somber introduction using an excessive use of the G minor chord. He held that lift. He held it until the second time. So he substituted that second G minor chord for the relative minor of B flat major. And you heard that gorgeous, hopeful major lift that it made. Just as the chords here. It was so intentional for him to withhold that until the vocalist had come in. And that's that tiny harmonic change, albeit so simple, coupled with the vocalist, of course, which lifts this and raises your hopes. It's very interesting. I mean, easy, but works so well. Just on that rhythm, I feel like is based off this. It's that same ba 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 ba. And if you think even going into this really, really, really deep, if you think of the word ever dream, as in the way you'd say it, ever dream, ever dream, ever dream, ever dream, ever dream, ever dream. You get what I'm saying? That might be me looking into it way too much. Hear that angelic synthesized. That angelic synthesized chords underneath, which really complement the main vocals, of course, but help stick with this kind of meaning, keep giving it this dreamlike feel. Straight into the electric guitar, keeping that rhythmic riff. Look at her expression. Here's the chorus. Here's the part where now it goes up to B flat. There it is. Then we have that Marco. We spoke about this on the last one, and that's Thomas's kind of signature, like a, which of course Floor used as her kind of improvisation sort of within that same concert for Ghost Love score. And of course we heard it as we were here in Greatest Show on Earth. Like, that's his signature there, and we have that. There's not much more I can say about this chord progression because it goes around and around and around. Once we get to the bridge, does it change up? I forgot, but I don't think it changes that much. We do have a key change later on. Excellent rhythmic change as well for the vocals there. For the verse, come out, give in, give in. Same chords over and over. Here's the second reiteration. We're going to hear that lift. There. Nice with holding the Marco's part. Here we go. Sorry, I'm stopping on the guitar solo for a reason. But I didn't want to stop it during Marco holding that note. We're going to go back. So what Thomas has done is he's cut the first half, the second half of the verse, put in the chorus, because you notice that second verse was significantly shorter, put in the chorus, then made a bridge which was essentially the same length musically as the second half of the verse that he cuts. Again, quite normal. Then we have this guitar solo. While the synth is still going bum, 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 bum. Very smart. Very deceptive as well to keep it later, that Marco's part. I can't fight, it's a great guitar, like, I mean, what can I say? I'm not a guitar specialist. It's just a guitar solo, and it's great. We're going to listen to the whole chorus and then into the key change, but just see that riff is back in the strings underneath, which pays homage to the beginning where it was just that acoustic piano. So we've cut all of these rock instruments out, and of course the audience knows what's coming. We've got them at least appropriately clapping in time, and let's see this build with the key change. Listen to that. Nice staccato strings. Beautiful. Look at it. Those toms work so well. Adding in Marco here would have destroyed the composition. I'll explain why. Beautiful. Tingle. And it goes up that minor third. Yes. Listen to that. This is like percussive madness. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, that's right. It doesn't do it a second time. But that happens at Dark Chest of Wonders, actually. Of course, we're going into a key change. So the cadence point here. Thomas doesn't want that. Thomas wants us to lift into that new key. So of course he doesn't include Marco's. So holding on to that. And it's smart because this change up the minor third works really, really well, because what he's done is that's the cadence point there before it moves. That chord there, that F chord, is the dominant of B flat minor, which is the next key he's moving to. So it fits very perfectly. And that's where it resolves. And that is a stronger resolution than what we've heard before, which is that. So coming back to, if you've seen my floorgasm video about your actual reason for the floorgasm, Thomas has not used that chord 5 to chord 1 or 5/7 to 1 at all in this piece of music. The only time that it's used is actually here, which makes that incredibly strong. That what is now the new chord 5. We don't know that at the time if we haven't heard it before. The new chord 5 of the new key. So it's again this technique of building anticipation and making that change super powerful. I have one criticism though. I don't know the reason for it compositionally. I don't understand why Floor didn't do it, except there's probably, I can give you one reason off the top of my mind, but I don't think this was it. Earlier in the piece of music, and this happens in the original too, earlier in the piece of music we have, let's go to the chorus. Here we go, listen to this bit. That, where she sings the lyrics, "My love, it lies so deep." It's a little variation on the first time it was on, but it actually goes up, which extends the range a little bit and makes for some good listening. Why didn't she do that in that final chorus? Flora is a soprano. We know she can get those notes. So that would have ended up being way higher. That would have taken us to this note over here. And we know she hits that note later on anyway in that Ghost Love Score floorgasm moment later on in the concert. It would have lifted it that little bit more, and Taria doesn't do it too, and we know Taria's range is huge, so it's not about what the vocalist can reasonably hit. We know that. So that is one question that I'm trying to ask, that why has Thomas left that final chorus without that "My love, it lies so deep," where she's extending the melody up a little bit more for a variation? Take a listen. That's what feels like is lacking for me. And if anybody knows the answer to that, or anybody understands the feeling behind it, because I don't, it's the one thing that I don't understand. The only thing is that that's the same note that Floor hits later on in the For You. So it's good that she's hitting that high A flat to blow people away at the time, but I think there might be some songs where she's hitting higher than that earlier. I don't know. Yeah. I don't understand. It's okay that she doesn't do it there because she redoes the chorus now. So you'd expect it at least here. So fine the other time, not a problem. That's a G flat. No, it's not. That's an F. No. See? That's the G flat 5 there, which is the highest in this piece of music. So, can someone tell me? I'm stuck. I don't understand. That's the only thing. But apart from that, it's an incredibly simple song harmonically, which is really enhanced through that use and that B flat chord in a way which lifts it. The use of the dominant going to the tonic in the new key, and it's the only time Thomas uses it to really make you feel like it's lifted a lot. And of course, the reuse of the riff, which is beautiful in that part which builds up to that key change in the strings. It's a gorgeous song, and there's so many reasons why it's gorgeously simple. But I need to know the answer to that question. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. It'll be number 6 next, whatever that is. Until next time.